Good evening. Some of Indiana's political leaders have signed a letter asking to meet with executives of Carrier and UTEC. More than 2,000 of those workers in Indianapolis and Huntington will be laid off starting next year as those jobs move to Mexico. Governor Mike Pence, Congressman Andre Carson and Marlin Stutzman, and Senators Joe Donnelly and Dan Coats all signed that letter.
Why didn't you come to us and talk about what we can do to help to keep you stay and keep these jobs in Indiana? But to take this money from the taxpayer, use it to improve their product, and then say, we're out of here, I think is wrong. And so we're gathering together to get the facts, find out what we can do perhaps to help with the situation, and see if the company can change its mind. And if it can't, then we would like that taxpayer money back to use for a better purpose.
Carrier and UTEC said workers will be laid off over the next 3 years. You'll also find the signature of Huntington Mayor Brooks Fetters on that letter to UTEC. News Channel 15's Sarah Wagner talked to him and other economic experts in the region today. She has more on their reaction to the job cuts from Huntington.
Leaders here in Huntington call UTEC's announcement heartbreaking and say they're just as shocked as everyone else. While they know it's a long shot to try and convince the company to stay, they say it'd be irresponsible not to try. In Mayor Brooks Fetters' office, you'll find a table full of locally made products. A UTEC part for thermostats sits on the top shelf, but much like the company's jobs, it could soon make a move south.
What it'll do is it'll move to the bottom shelf, and that's where you see a variety of items of things that aren't made in Huntington anymore.
Mayor Fetters understands we live in a global economy, but says the lack of outreach from UTEC is disappointing.
Boy, it'd be nice to have been brought to the table early, as opposed to just getting an announcement, last Wednesday morning. Unemployment
is way down in Huntington County, but Fetters says that's little comfort to the 700 employees losing their jobs.
It doesn't matter that unemployment's at 4.1% and everybody's looking for workers, especially skilled workers. It's 100% for them.
Partners First, Schneider Electric.
At the county's Economic Development Office, Director Mark Wickersham is already busy looking for new jobs for the UTEC employees.
So as a community, we've gone through a lot, and we'll make it through this as well.
Wickersham describes UTEC as a phenomenal corporate citizen, which makes the loss that much harder. But he says it's unlikely the region can get back any money from past tax abatements and incentives.
Did they spend the money that they promised that they would spend? Did they create the jobs they said they were going to create? More than likely, in both of those metrics, UTEC is fine.
There is a possibility UTEC could keep around 100 jobs here in the region. You'll hear more about that plan coming up at 6. Reporting in Huntington, Sarah Wagner, News Channel 15.